Diese Sendung wird Ihnen präsentiert von Speep. Ihr Partner für günstige Telefongespräche weltweit.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Sendung von AhornTV. Diese Woche werden wir über das Vancouver Film Festival berichten, das Vancouver International Film Festival. Das heißt, es gibt auch deutsche Filme dort, es gibt holländische Filme dort und auch von vielen anderen Ländern. Aber wir konzentrieren uns auf speziell Barbara. Wie vielleicht schon einige von euch gehört haben, Barbara ist ja auch für den besten deutschen Film für einen Oscar nominiert worden. Und ja, da sind wir mal sehr gespannt. Wir sponsern diesen Film übrigens dieses Mal hier in Vancouver. Und wünschen euch viel Spaß bei der Sendung. Also, und hier die Themen dieser Woche.
Behind me now you can see the eye of the wind, our wind turbine on top of Grouse Mountain. This wind turbine is a 1.5 megawatt generator, and it is going to provide Grouse Mountain with 25% of what we consume each year in terms of energy. So it is the world's first wind turbine that has a view pod on it, or the observation deck that you see up there. That's 57 meters off the ground. The total height of that structure though is 65 meters to the top of the tower, and then if you add another 37 meters of each of those blades, it takes our total height to over 100 meters tall. So it's really quite an impressive structure, and this is a great spot here. You can see the whole thing in one go. It's not moving at the moment. It's nice and calm and mild up here today, but when the wind does pick up, the wind turbine itself will rotate on top of that tower to find the wind direction. And then once the wind speed reaches 9.5 kilometers per hour, the blades will pitch out flat against the wind and start to rotate, and that will obviously start to produce the electricity. The reason that we had chosen wind energy was really that just its clean factor. It is such a sustainable way of creating electricity. You know, the wind as a resource is kind of never-ending. At least we hope that it's a never-ending resource. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. And one of the coolest things that I like about wind energy is the fact that you can disassemble these things and pretty much recycle all the parts, and everything kind of goes away, and the land gets returned back to how it was before. Well, it is, you know, it is a large lightning rod, so yes, there has been some weather that has affected it, but at the same time, that's to be expected. So it's not anything that we weren't prepared for, and it hasn't impacted our ability to produce electricity. In our research over the years of trying to find ways to be more sustainable as a business and become self-sufficient in terms of our energy consumption, we looked at a lot of different options. Solar is sort of one of the more obvious ones out there in the market right now, but unlike today's weather, we don't always have beautiful sunshine or clear views through to the sun. So it's not necessarily the most conducive or feasible method of producing electricity here on Grouse Mountain. The other factor though that really the Eye of the Wind is more than just a wind turbine that produces electricity for a mountain. It is a unique adventure for people who visit Grouse Mountain to come up and get this very special viewpoint of the area around them, but also learn a little bit about wind energy and sustainable technology on a first-hand basis. Get right up inside and right close to that generator and those blades as they're spinning and harnessing the power of the wind. And solar power and some of the other forms of sustainable technology really don't offer that opportunity, so it wasn't as attractive to us as a resort business or a tourism business. Okay, as you can see on the side of the tower there, our wind turbine is labeled Lightwind. Lightwind is our partner in this project. They're a company based in Italy and part of a larger industrial company called the Leitner Group that is involved in manufacturing ski lifts and cableways for the ski industry, as well as snow machines and other large sort of mechanical objects. The great part of this story though is that Leitner is a family-owned business, just as Grouse Mountain is a family-owned business. And these two families came together, the two ownerships came together. They really started to see things in the same way and have the same vision, and really wanted to see this project through. What was to be the most unique wind turbine on the planet. The first one of its kind that's accessible with an elevator inside and allows people to get in and get close to wind energy, and it's working for them. So the elevator we're riding in is built by a company named Kone. They're from Finland and they're one of our partners in this project, which really ended up being a very global project. We had companies from 9 different countries around the world involved. To give you some other examples, the view pod that we're about to step into was built by a company called Sigma, who are located in France. The tower that we're now sort of up on top of was built by a company in the United States in partnership with a steel foundry in South Korea. The blades, if you look over here to the right that you see, are manufactured in Denmark. Interesting fact about the blades is they were the only part of this whole structure that had to be flown in to the work site. Everything else was driven up the back road, which you see winds its way up the mountain here. These are the North Shore Mountains that we're standing in right now, which is basically the southern boundary of the Coast Mountain Range, which is one of the larger mountain ranges on the planet. It stretches all the way north into Alaska. And as you look north, you can see the glaciation. We are in one of the most glaciated mountain ranges on Earth, which really lends itself to why BC is always thought of as this beautiful green place with lots of lakes and rivers. Below us now you can see our zip lines. These are the last 2 lines of our 5-line zip line circuit, and the 2 best ones in my opinion. Each of these lines is around 1,500 feet long and gets you over 200 feet off the ground. Zip line guests reach speeds of close to 80 kilometers an hour, so it's really quite a rush that you get flying through the forest up here. It's one of the most thrilling activities or adventures that people can have when they visit Grouse. Well, thank you again for visiting us here today at Grouse Mountain. We're back down at the chalet where you can come in and enjoy some refreshments after a day adventuring on the mountain and taking in all the different activities and attractions that we have here. So I hope to see you up here again sometime soon, and thanks again for visiting Grouse Mountain.
Ist sie das? Ja. Das ist Frau Dr. Wolf. Sie arbeitet ab heute hier bei uns in der Kinderchirurgie. Sie kommt aus Berlin, von der Charité, und hat sich entschlossen, hier bei uns...
Wir haben uns schon vorgestellt.
Hast du das Geld bekommen? Du musst es wasserdicht einpacken.
Übers Wasser. Wann?
Bald. Sehr bald. Sie sollten sich nicht so separieren.
Kleinen Ausflug gemacht.
Kommen Sie bitte. Was machen Sie eigentlich hier in der Provinz? Aufpassen, dass sich niemand separiert.
Mir gefällt es hier. Ich habe ein schlechtes Gefühl, ich kann es nicht erklären.
Aber lass mich nicht allein. Geh nicht weg. Wie spät ist es? Sollen Sie mich überzeugen?
Wovon?
Den Ausreiseantrag zurückzuziehen.
So far, so good. We've got the film running right now, packed house there to see Deepa Mehta's Midnight's Children, and we're expecting, I don't know, 1,200 people at this party very shortly. It's going to fill up and be a lot of fun. One of the things I'm a little concerned about is that it doesn't seem like festival time yet because the weather's been so nice. I think a lot of people might not realize the film festival's on yet. So I'm hoping that we won't have such beautiful weather all the way through so people feel like going indoors and watching films during the day. Everyone knows what the winter is going to be like here ahead, so I'll understand if people are squeezing every last bit of sunshine out of this beautiful weather. But hopefully good. We're expecting 150,000, that's what we're hoping for.
It's about Abhay and his culture and his history and how it's changing and challenging in today's world. So it's showing his where he comes from, the history of his instrument, and it's a music film at the same time the message it sends out and how they're changing. So it's a music film with the historic background, and you see his family and how the society they have shaped, and how the society is what the young youth is challenged today because they all want to leave. If you ask them, and the message he says basically come back, come understand your culture and build up the country from inside.
Mon rôle, c'est d'être ce que j'ai toujours été, d'être un griot.
His role is to be what he has always been, which is a griot.
Et mon caractère, c'est aussi que les gens ne puissent pas avoir peur du griot, donc que je suis. Et donc je fais tout pour que cette profession puisse être bien comprise.
He wants people not to be afraid of the griot, and he wants for his profession to be well understood.
Voilà, telle est ma mission.
That's his mission.
Mon caractère ne change pas. dans le film parce que c'est mon quotidien. Donc comme je vis, rien n'a changé, c'est toujours les mêmes habitudes, les mêmes actes qu'on pose, beaucoup plus clairs et en espérant que voilà, ça ira beaucoup plus loin que tout ça. Mais on est toujours positif. Voilà.
So no, his character does not change throughout the movie. It's just his everyday life. That's who he is. And everything is just made more clear in the movie. And everything is really positive in the end.
My name is Shai Govinda. I'm the Artistic Director of Mandala Arts and Culture in Vancouver. We have a school of Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam, and we'll be opening the festival gala tonight with a performance by one of my students, Malavika Santosh. And those lovely ladies are also dancers, and they have all studied at my school.
Hallo, mein Name ist Rike. Ich komme aus Deutschland. Ich habe in Herborn-Seebach gelebt und ich wohne jetzt schon seit 8 Jahren in Kanada. Meine Familie ist mein Bruder, meine Eltern und ich, und wir leben schon seit 8 Jahren hier. Mein Hobby ist Rodeos. It's my passion and I love doing it, and I don't think I could live without it. I discovered the rodeo through the CHAPS program, and I started doing it in grade 8. And the CHAPS program is a program where you learn about rodeo history and you learn how to rope and get kind of like into detail. And I got hooked, and that's kind of what I've stuck with. I have 6 horses at home, and 2 of them I take to rodeos to compete on. 2 of them are young ones, and my old mare that came from Germany that I competed in with Germany. Today at the high school rodeo finals in News Lake, I placed 3rd in the breakaway, and didn't have that much luck in the team roping, but tomorrow is another day. I want to win because I can make nationals, which would be really great for me to go there. After the summer, I am going to Colorado Northwestern Community College. I'm enrolled in the equine studies program, and then I'm going to go to university to become a veterinarian. I've received a scholarship from Colorado Northwestern Community College, and I'm hoping to receive a few more from the high school rodeo program to help me with my schooling. The scholarship I've received in Colorado is also a rodeo scholarship, and I've received it from the rodeo coach, and I can work my tuition off through scholarships as well. I will be moving to Colorado in August, and I will be taking my 2 rodeo horses, my heading horse Mountain and my breakaway roping horse Ruby. The Canadian dream is to live over here, but I've discovered rodeo and I live for it now, and I wouldn't want to give it up for anything. The other graduates are attending different schools like Texas, New Mexico, and other schools in the States. We will be competing against each other on different circuits and then at college rodeo finals. Heute habe ich Breakaway gewonnen, und ich war nicht nervös, als ich reingegangen bin in die Arena, aber nachdem ich gefangen habe, war ich dann doch sehr erleichtert, weil ich habe die ganze Saison dafür gearbeitet, 3 Jahre lang, und jetzt hat es endlich geklappt, zu Nationals zu kommen. My ultimate goal in rodeo is just have fun and win a few more saddles and maybe one day make the national finals rodeo. I think rodeo is not that popular in Germany because nobody knows about it. they don't know what is going on. They have a total different idea about it. And if they really wanted to know it and not prejudging anything, they should really try and get with it and understand what we're doing over here, because we understand what they do in dressage and jumping in Western competitions. To be from Germany, it's kind of nice because I'm bilingual, so I can just kind of switch back and forth. And it's just nice to come from a different country and know both cultures at the same time.
Mister, that's the matchup on a Saturday afternoon, your first motorbike of the day.
Schöne Grüße an alle in Deutschland und alle, die das sehen. Und ich hoffe, Rodeo macht euch auch Spaß.
Wir hoffen, euch hat die Sendung gefallen. Nicht vergessen, geht ins Kino. Ich weiß, es ist zwar ein bisschen altmodisch, die meisten von euch haben wahrscheinlich einen Flatscreen oder sogar einen eigenen Projektor zu Hause, aber ins Kino gehen ist immer noch in. Und es gibt sehr viele Filme auf dem Vancouver International Film Festival, nicht nur deutsche Filme, ja, also es lohnt sich auf jeden Fall. Ja, und auch nicht vergessen, wir finanzieren uns ja selber, wir sind ein privates Unternehmen, wir würden uns sehr freuen, wenn ihr uns fördert, wenn ihr uns sponsert. Und da geht ihr einfach auf unsere Website und klickt auf diesen Donate-Button. Also das wäre super. Dann machen wir auch weiterhin ein gutes Programm für euch. Außerdem sind wir vertreten auf Facebook und auf Twitter. Also wenn ihr uns auf Facebook liked, wäre super. Und verfolgt uns einfach auf Twitter. Also dann, bis nächste Woche. Tschüss.
Okay, mein Name ist Elisabeth Tesma-Billebel. Ich komme aus Deutschland, aus Datteln. Bin zurzeit zu Besuch in Vancouver. Mein Beruf in Deutschland ist Versicherungskauffrau für die Nürnberger Versicherung. Ich mache das bereits seit 26 Jahren. Ja, wir sind befreundet mit Wolfgang Degemann aus Vancouver und er hat uns eingeladen und wir sind ganz glücklich, hier zu sein.
Und ich bin der Thomas, seit 15 Jahren mit Elisabeth verheiratet, wohne ebenfalls in Datteln, bin dort geboren, bin seit einer Woche jetzt hier in Vancouver und haben jetzt schon etliche Ausflüge hier gemacht in der wunderschönen Umgebung.
Ja, ich kann nur jedem empfehlen, wenn er in Kanada ist, dringend Vancouver zu besuchen. Es ist wunderschön, eine herrliche Stadt, viele Dinge, die man sehen kann, nette Menschen vor allen Dingen, das ist ganz wichtig. Ja, ich wünsche euch allen einen schönen Abend, bye bye.
Tschüss.
Bye bye.